Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before we start our senior night, I do have an announcement from Mynderse Academy in Section 5. The New York State Public High School Athletic Association, Section 5, Finger Lakes High School Athletic Association, and the Seneca Falls School District have the expectation that all spectators, coaches, and student athletes will demonstrate good sportsmanship. Spectators making vulgar, offensive, hostile, and or racially or culturally insensitive remarks and or actions will not be tolerated and will be immediately addressed by the event supervisor. Per the New York State Public High School Athletic Association spectator regulation, this statement is your first warning. If a second warning is needed, event staff will discuss behavior expectations with spectators involved. If the spectator continues with their unsportsmanlike behavior, they will be removed from the event. Should a comment or action be severe enough, event staff reserve the right to remove an individual from the contest at any time. If a spectator is removed from an event, they will be required to complete the NFHS spectator course before returning. In the spirit of good sportsmanship, our student athletes, coaches, and athletics office ask that you follow the Section 5 motto: to be loud, to be proud, and to be positive. Officials and event supervisors will not tolerate negative statements or actions between opposing players and fans, especially trash talking, taunting, or baiting of the opponents. If such comments are heard or actions are seen, a penalty will be assessed immediately. Officials have been instructed not to issue warnings. Let today's contest reflect mutual respect. Good luck to the athletes, coaches, and officials. And now, welcome to our 2023 Soccer Senior Night. Before we start with the Mynderse Academy seniors, we would like to honor a senior from Waterloo. You ready, Coach? Would senior Mia Arar, midfielder, please come to midfield? Whatever they're called. Congratulations and good luck, Mia. Now for the 2023 senior soccer players. Our first senior, Maggie Major. Maggie is escorted tonight by parents Bill and May Major and brothers Morgan and Mason. Maggie says, after graduation, I plan on attending college to study nursing. I would like to thank my parents for always supporting me, coming to as many games as possible, and supporting my decision to play soccer this year. I would also like to thank Jackie and Morgan for pushing me to play. Thank you, Mel Moran and Dave Major, for allowing me a part of this family my senior year. This team is like no other I have been a part of, and I truly do appreciate my teammates and coaches for being so welcoming and supportive. I wish the best of luck to my fellow seniors. We are all on to bigger and better things. I want to wish the best of luck to the underclassmen in their future season and years to come. I will never forget this team, season, and the memories that came with it. My favorite memory was the Cornhole tournament when Jackie and I lost the first round, but came back to win it all. I want to thank Jackie for always being my partner for Cornhole and Spikeball. It's safe to say we never lose, and if we do, it's just a warm-up game. Senior Maggie Major. Our next senior, goalkeeper, number 99, Lauren McDermott. Lauren is escorted by parents Christine and Chad, sister Danny, grandparents Annette and John McDermott, and Rose and Dominic Rocky Graziano. Lauren says, after graduation, I plan to pursue a biochemistry major and entrepreneurship minor in college to become a pharmacist. First, I would like to thank my parents because they are the reason I'm here today. They've supported me at every game of my Mynderse career, and I couldn't be more grateful. Even the games were blowout teams. They stayed the entirety of the game in case I manage to get my hands on the ball once. I would also like to thank my grandparents for being my #1 fans. Them being present in the moment is all the motivation I need to push beyond normal limits. The moments I share with them are the ones I hold most dear, and I can't imagine this moment without them. To my sister, your athletic abilities are going to take you so far. Have confidence in your skills and personality. I know you are capable of challenging yourself to do great things. To Maddie, Sophie, and Jackie. It was the 4 of us from day one, and I couldn't imagine being on this journey with anyone else. You are all amazing people. The memories we've made with one another will last forever. To Jasmine and Gracie, you both played a special part in my varsity soccer career because no one else makes me laugh and smile as much as you both. From the team dinners, to practices, to games, to team bonding, you both knew how to brighten every small moment. To the rest of my fellow seniors, good luck in everything you do. You have my full, unconditional support. To Natalie Petrocci, keep the wall standing when I leave. You have awesome technique and personality when it comes to playing soccer. Mynderse will be in good hands. To the underclassmen, keep the positivity rolling. Your motivation to succeed surpasses every other school out there. Stay close with one another and have each other's backs. To Coach Morin, Major, Lambert, and Worth, thank you for all the time you dedicated to me and the United Soccer team. The connections and moments I've shared with you will reflect my future decisions as a person attempting to become a collegiate athlete. My most memorable moment was when I was much younger and it was early in the season and we were practicing on the NYCC campus and it had downpoured the entire time. I was in the goal and dove for the ball and ended up diving straight into the massive mud puddle that was in front of the goal. Not to mention, it was also the very last shot taken. I still saved it from going in, but I was now covered from head to toe in mud. After practice, walking up to the car, my mother was utterly shocked when I waved at her as I walked through the parking lot. All that she had to clean me off was the smallest golf towel you can think of, attached to her clubs in the back of the car. Thank you, Mom. Senior Lauren McDermott. Our next senior, defender, Sophie Palladino. Sophie's escorted by parents Emily and Jason and brother Rocco. Sophie says, after graduation, I plan on attending college to study biochemistry and molecular biology. I would like to thank my parents for all of their support through the years, from giving up weekends for games to driving hours to watch me play. I would also like to thank my grandpa, who watches every stream and always sends a message after about how the game went from his point of view. I would like to thank my coaches, Mel and Dave, for taking a chance on me my freshman year. Mel, I appreciate all the advice you've given me through the years. Dave, I appreciate how brutally honest you are with us, even if it's not what we want to hear. I will miss hearing your latest pickleball win and all the things you do in your retired life. Maddie, Jackie, and Lauren, I couldn't have asked for a better group of girls to grow up playing soccer with. Edie, I will miss the way you are able to lighten any tension and always keep me grounded. To the underclassmen, cherish every moment you can. It'll be over before you know it. I can't wait to see what you guys do next year. My favorite memory was beating Penn Yan 3-1 as the underdog my freshman year. Another favorite memory is every time I accidentally swear. Mel tells me that I owe her $1 and that she would be rich if she actually made me pay. Sorry, Mel. Senior Sophie Palladino. Our next senior, Morgan O'Brien. Morgan is escorted by parents Jill and Chris O'Brien and sister Hannah. Morgan says, I plan on attending college to study business and marketing. First, I would like to thank my parents for making sure I always had everything I needed and encouraged me even though they are lost when it comes to soccer. I would also like to thank Mel Morin and Dave Major for allowing me the opportunity to be a part of the team. I would also like to thank Ashley Liederman for always encouraging me and helping me to do the best player I can be on and off the field, and giving the opportunity to find my place on the field during summer soccer. Finally, I would like to thank all of my teammates, especially the other seniors, for welcoming me to this team and never making me feel out of place. My favorite memory was scoring my first goal. I remember as soon as the ball went in, Mags was the first to run up to me and spun me around in the air. Right after that, everyone ran up to me cheering. I think the person who was most excited was Jackie. When I looked over, she was running up and down the sideline, screaming and cheering. I was so glad I got to spend this special moment with my best friends. Senior Morgan O'Brien. Our next senior, Grace Sandroni. Grace is escorted by Nick, Paolo, Tammy and Craig Heitman, Bart and Sue Carbone, John Sandroni, and Neil Sassano. Grace says, I will be attending college to someday become an aerospace engineer. I would like to thank all those who have helped me over all my years, and not only soccer, but life in general. I would like to thank my family and teammates and coaches, being some of the most influential people to me, and even the opposing teams. All those who I had to constantly deal with, my never-ending injuries, no matter what sport I played. Most importantly, I would like to thank my mom for all her endless support over the years. Going to my games, pickups, drop-offs, and everything in between. My mom, who can be frustrated, but as always has my back and will never stop. I love them all so much, and without all of them, I wouldn't know where I would be. Senior, Grace Sandroni. Our next senior, Jackie Sinacropi, escorted by parents Kathy and James Sinacropi. Jackie says, after graduation, I plan on attending college to study political science on a pre-law track. I would like to thank my mom for coming to every game and being the loudest mom in the stands. She's always had my uniform ready, my bag packed, a snack ready to go before every game, and a ride if I ever needed one. She's been my rock throughout high school sports and the one person I could lean on. I would also like to thank my dad for being my biggest supporter when it comes to sports and always announcing the games and playing his music instead of our warm-up playlist, even though everyone complains. I can't name a time when my dad hasn't made it to a game, regardless of the drive or his busy life at work. I would also like to thank Maddie, Sophie, and Lauren for growing up with me through this sport. It's hard to think after these next few weeks we will never play together again. Lastly, I would like to thank Morgan and Maggie for being my best friends and finishing my soccer journey with me and making it one to remember. I'd like to thank coaches Morin and Major for taking a chance on me my freshman year and allowing me to go through high school as part of the Varsity family. Dave has always pushed me to be better since modified soccer and has been someone I've looked up to my entire high school career. Lastly, I'd like to thank the girls on the team. I can never say I've been a part of a closer family than this one. I consider you guys all best friends, and you've been the highlight of my high school memories. Enjoy it while you can, because it really does go by fast. My favorite memory includes the car rides to every game and practice with Maya, every win against Penn Yan, and the countless amount of times I've forgotten my water bottle, jersey, cleats, shin guards, etc. Senior, Jackie Sinacropi. Our last senior, Maddie Berkey. Maddie is escorted by parents Matt and Jody and sister Peyton. Maddie says, I plan to attend college after high school, and I am undecided on a major at this time. I would like to thank my parents for always supporting me over the last 4 years, and for making sure I always had what I needed to play my best, even when it meant cleaning my uniform for 4 games in 5 days. I would also like to thank my aunt and both my grandparents for coming to every game, no matter how far or who we played. I would like to thank Coach Moore for giving me this opportunity as a freshman and for making soccer so much fun. To Coach Major, thank you for working us hard, but always lighten the mood with your pickleball stories and terrible dad jokes. Lastly, I would like to thank my teammates because nothing would ever have been accomplished without you guys. I will miss playing with you and all the memories we made. To the underclassmen, I appreciate the small moments while you can. Sometimes the team dinners and get-togethers are just as memorable as winning games. And to my fellow seniors, it was a pleasure growing up playing soccer with you guys. I wish you all the best as this chapter comes to a close. And we'll always remember our days of Pee Wee and rec soccer where it all started. Some of my favorite memories range from making our pep rally dances and playing tournaments of the animals to scoring a few winning goals in overtime, including against our rivals, Waterloo. One moment I'll never forget was knocking Penn Yan out of sectionals my freshman year. We were only the 9th seed, and they were the 1. Overcoming those odds was one of the best feelings of my sports career. Senior, Maddie Verkey.